Hi, my name is Ryan Bombard. I'm the chief of the fire department here in Nosara, Guanacaste, Costa Rica. We are the only fire department in Costa Rica that is not part of the federal fire departments of Costa Rica. So just to be clear, we are not part of the Bomberos of Costa Rica. We are the Bomberos of Nosara. A large part of our job is rescuing snakes and other dangerous animals, as we like to call it. Whether it be crocodiles or a skunk in your house or whatever it may be. But we have a lot of calls that involve rescuing snakes, and they're not just rescuing snakes; they're relocation of the snake as well. So, with that being said, we get a lot of calls that are not necessarily venomous snakes, but because of phobias and whatnot. We rescue the snake anyhow because of the fact that if we don't, it's going to for sure get chopped up or killed. So in that aspect, for the nature side of things, even though we know it's not really dangerous, we will still go relocate the snake to save its own life. And then it educates the people a little bit as well to know that when we catch it and they're all freaked out in the corner, and I just walk up and grab it and pick it up with my bare hand and be like, it's not a bad thing. They get a little more sense of calm for the next time. And, generally the majority of the snakes I catch are, lyre snakes, Tremorphodon quadruplex, or there's a lot of boa imperatores. There's a lot of common cat-eyed snakes, Leptodera rhombiferas. There's a lot of them. Those are the general three that we catch the most. As far as the venomous snakes go, there's a large amount of Crotalus simus, Central American rattlesnakes, and a large amount of Central American coral snakes, which are the Micrurus nigrocinctus. So those are the general snakes that we encounter. Are there other ones? Absolutely. Costa Rica is full of snakes, and some really fun ones too, but those are the most common. The snake rescues, we generally have, I would say, 4 to 6 snake rescues a week. With that being said, around that, we probably have 10 or 15 identifications that don't require rescue because of our initiative to inform and kind of change the ideal of the area that snakes aren't that bad. So through the classes that we give and the information we give out, we get more people sending us photos. Hey, is this bad? Is this okay? I'm like, they're all okay, but this one actually is not dangerous. And if you just take your broom, you can push it out the door and everything will be fine. More cases are happening that's actually the case. So the need to relocate the snakes is less because of information to the people. The general populace in Costa Rica has a deep fear of snakes, and it's started off at a very young age. So it's very difficult for us to go and be like, hey, all of a sudden, you've seen snakes as the devil for 40 years, and all of a sudden they're not. It's really difficult to pass that barrier without physically showing them, okay, this snake is biting me right now and it's not hurting me, and in that kind of a deal. So with that being said, within those fears, there are a lot of myths, as we like to call mentiras here in Costa Rica. With a good example, the boa, they say it's the mother of all snakes. And it can have babies with other species of snake, which is completely false, as we all know. But they say that it can have babies with the bushmaster, Matalui, or they can have relations with a rattlesnake, and that's why they have cascabel muros, rattleless rattlesnake. Which the cascabel muro in Spanish is actually a Matalui. It's the bushmaster, lychees. But with that being said, they say that the boa can be venomous one day a month, or at nighttime. Which the truth of that is they have a very ferocious bite, and they're pretty aggressive when encountered. They're normally encountered at night, and what happens is when they bite you, their teeth break off in the bite, and if you don't take the teeth out, you end up with a really horrific infection, which is where they can lead to us saying it was venomous, which is where the myth, I think, formed. I think that's my personal opinion, but that's that. But we do have programs. We do outreach to the children specifically more than anybody, because we've found through statistics and our programs that teaching the children, the adults kind of sit over and watch, and they pick up more than the actual kids do. But then at the same note, you know, when they're at home later on another time, and the father or the mother's like, you gotta kill it, then they're like, Mommy, no, this is a good one. You know, and they explain that they actually they do control plagues, and they do have a very important job in the city and in the jungle. The firefighters in Costa Rica as a whole, I can't speak for the Bomberos of Costa Rica, I can only speak for what I've seen. I have seen an initiative in collaboration with the Instituto Colombiano Picao and courses to teach them proper identification and humanitarian capture and reevocation of snakes in general. The course is very nice. I've taken it myself, and it's very informative and it teaches a lot of the methods that are very humane in the actual capture and transport of these animals. So in Costa Rica, if you do run into a snake or a venomous snake within your vicinity or in a private residence, please, you call 911, or you can call us, in this area you would call us directly. But yes, the Bomberos do attend to snakes, crocodiles, pretty much anything. A message from my experience in working with these animals is that, you know, they're never trying to attack you, they're never trying to come after you, they're always looking for a way out. So if you're truly afraid and you truly feel like you're in danger, just step back. It will go on its own way and it will leave you alone. There's never any real threat unless you corner it, grab it, or try and step on it. That's just the reality of it. And in my experience, the only people that I see really get bit are the people that aren't paying attention to where they're walking or they're trying to grab a snake. So just be aware of where you're at, and if you do run into a snake, feel free to call us or whatever fire department's in your area.